Oh, hello, world. How is everybody doing on this fantastic afternoon in Quincy, California? December 3rd. If you're a Sagittarius and your birthday's in this month, we probably don't get along, but, happy birthday. My oldest brother's birthday is tomorrow, and we don't get along. I would be surprised if I ever talked to him again after what he did to me this spring. However, I'm not complaining. I'm observing. There's a big difference between observing, commenting, and complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that after what my brother did to me this spring, I literally have no reason to ever speak to him again. I won't even be at his funeral. He let me thrive and build myself up and inhabit his old RV for a couple of years. 2 years and like 10 months, 9 months. And then as soon as I built up enough momentum and decided to go south after suffering through another Idaho winter, where it was so cold. How cold was it? It was so cold in Idaho that my 6-gallon aluminum water tank heater exploded from ice from the inside. That is cold. It was chilly in Quincy last night. It was 17 degrees, but it wasn't deadly cold. I mean, it could have been if I was stupid, and just kind of winged it with a sweater and fell asleep on the courthouse lawn or something, which some people do. And that's how people die when they're homeless, because you just get tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of everyone pointing out my flaws. Yeah, I knew that when I dipped my toes in the stream of capitalism by attempting to build a channel to get monetized and make a living from my instruction, I would certainly be open to the scrutiny and rampant judgments of everyone. That's the point. This is public. I am a member of the public. I am an American citizen. I am a survivalist. I am a preacher. I am a prophet. Maybe you think that's going too far. Seems that's the consensus is, who do you think you are? How dare you have a beer at 8 a.m.? That's a sign of sickness. Let me remind you, it was 17 degrees last night, and I was a little cold this morning, and I didn't drink the beer last night because I wrapped up in bed and I put on the heater and I just dozed off and went peacefully off to La La Land about 8:30 last night. Warm and cozy and tidy and mouthing a love song to my creator, which is my norm. I know y'all think I was complaining too much in my walk and talk last night, my 14-minute walk and talk in the dark. Just asking you all, just simple question. What would you do in my situation? And I knew there'd be some pushback, some response. By the way, the beer I was drinking this morning, I still have about half of it left. So, everything in moderation, including moderation. The man who fears God avoids all extremes. I am not an alcoholic. I enjoy an adult beverage on occasion. These are $3.27. They're 8.6%, 19.2 ounces. Doing the math, that's a good amount of alcohol. Let's see. That's equivalent to about almost 3 shots of 40 proof or 80 proof vodka, 40%. 1.5 ounce shot at 40% is 0.6 ounces. This beverage is about 1.7 ounces of alcohol. I don't even really like them, but the alcohol greases the skids, helps with the pain. The pain of what? The pain of existence. I'm a big fan of the one YouTube channel, Scottish Highlands recreator named Fandabi Dozy, Tom Langhorne. Love this guy. A young man, early 30s. Recreates 15th century Scottish Highland survival skills. And he just did a post, I love this video, about the history of Scottish whiskey. And with all the trouble it took to distill and carry and all this, every survivalist in Scotland throughout the ages, all the Highlanders carried a flask, usually in a ram's horn, of whiskey. And why would they go through the trouble? Well, I'll tell you what. If you're nursing a bad knee and walking 7 miles a day out of necessity, because first of all, the buses weren't running. Secondly, it's good to keep it moving. Third, I'm pushing the limits. I am actually back to where I can ride a bike, not at full speed, but about 50 to 60%. And that's less than 2 weeks after the injury, which would have put you all in crutches and a cast. Trust me, have you seen my legs? Bobby Robinson, So a few of you know, Capo, few of you know who the fuck I am. I'm in high spirits. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I'm enjoying my space. I'm enjoying the fact that there's nobody here. And all you weirdos driving cars are down there. But I love cars, but I've had 49 cars. Never spent over $7,000 on a car, but I have had 49 cars. My 9th Subaru just got stolen by Plymouth County. They make more cars, That's not a problem. So as I stir the pot intentionally, seriously intentionally stirring this pot, got my finger in the brew, eye of newt and all this shit, double toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. What am I doing? Well, I'm stirring up old traumas. I'm stirring up old hatreds. I'm stirring up all the bullshit that is Quincy, because Quincy is fucking bullshit. This town is weird. Now, I don't want to complain too much. This morning I gathered 6 sticks that can make stabs. So 6 is pretty good for the morning. I'm going to just see one right now. Number 7. So again, industry. Okay, what is capitalism? What is industry? What is a job? What is a job? What is a job? Tell me. It's a place you go to and do what you're told, typically for 8 hours at a time. And typically you don't like it. Typically you're working for somebody else to make them rich. And typically they don't give a shit about you. There we go. Typically you do that for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years for a little pension. And that's nice stuff. Oh, I didn't show the apparatus over there, did I? I'm skirting at the edges of revealing my spot, because I realize I'm getting closer and closer to vamoosing, vacating the premises, or perhaps contacting the owner. I have his name and saying, "Hey man, here's what's up. I found your shack. It was in ruins, and there was evidence of a fire inside. I almost caught the shack on fire. I think it'd be better if you had someone here to make sure the local tweakers and drunks don't stumble on here and try to stay warm and catch the place on fire, because there's evidence of fire. There's evidence of oh, that's nice. That's number 7. Fur. There's evidence that people use this spot. And at the moment, I'm using the spot. And at the moment, I'm also at risk from the bear, because he does come by every night. He or she or whatever. It's just one, though. They come by every night, and they roam around outside. It could be coyotes, too. Coyotes I'm not worried about. Bear, here's the thing about a bear, and I want to ask your opinions on this, your advice, anybody who knows. My suspicion is the bear will leave me alone. They're pretty lazy. They like an easy meal. And if I'm inside, they smell me, they're not going to bother. However, they might. And then what? What do I do if a bear knocks the door down, breaks the latch, and comes in barreling in looking for a quick meal? I'd be on the menu, even if it's a 300-pound black bear. I heard a story recently, well, actually a couple years ago, of a gentleman here in Quincy, in Plymouth County, who was hunting bear, actually prepared, went out to go hunt bear. His stated mission, with a sidearm and a shotgun, and was surprised by a bear around in a trail, whatever, in a blind, and the bear attacked him, and he unloaded his sidearm, 6 rounds, into the bear's chest, and knocked it back, but it still kept coming. It's like, damn, what do you do now? He almost lost his arm, it severed his femoral artery, I think, and he was bleeding out. He was dying. And he crawled back to his truck and drove himself to the hospital in Portola and survived. But that's a 300-pound black bear. Not a grizzly, not a Kodiak, not a polar bear, just a simple local black bear, and there are hundreds of them around here. So that crosses my mind every night when I hear the bear rooting around outside. That if it came in, even with bear spray or like a stick or like pots and pans, or like, say for example, he comes in and I spray it with all the bear spray I got, and get a lot on me, I'm sure. Then I got a blind, mad bear in my shack, an 8x10 shack. And notice I'm calling it my shack. I've earned this shit. Have I asked for permission? Oh, dear sir, is it okay if I survive? Is it okay if I exist? Is it okay, sir? Oh, dear sir, let me bow the knee and ask, is it okay if I habilitate myself and convalesce in your abandoned, disheveled, and ramshackle spot that you built a few years back? Is that okay with you? Because somebody on my YouTube is very adamant that I haven't asked for permission. That's against the law. The more laws there are, the more outlaws there will be. Lao Tzu. You see, the Bible talks about this very clearly, that people have, in the last days, will have a form of godliness, but deny the power thereof. What is the power of godliness? The power of godliness is I get to express my free will and live as I see fit, including drinking a beer at 8 in the morning. It's nice. It's actually very effective. And enjoy myself and just laugh and have fun with my God. That is the power of godliness that's real. And he gives me a clear mind, a strong body. I'm healing quickly. This place is in ruins, by the way. I'm not showing you. It's in ruins. They did not plan for snow load at this apparatus for producing the capital, the product that they were selling on a large scale years ago. My friend, my grower friend, knew all about this. Damn, that's pretty brazen to just set up shop right in the middle of Quincy. Why would you do that? It didn't work. This is someone's dream that went up and it's in shambles now. So, and they've abandoned quite a bit of property up here, not just a shack. And by the way, the shack does not have a no trespassing sign on it. I could just happened upon it. And I did. You can actually go back through my channel and watch my 33-minute and 17-second video where I discovered that they had finally stolen my car officially, taken it to who knows where, didn't contact me or my father, didn't contact anybody, didn't make any attempt to let me know that I got 2 more days or 3 more days or 2 more hours or something to go get my shit and secure my property, etc. They just took it. And here's the rub. There's the rub. That's the rub. It's called gaslighting. You cause a problem to somebody else, and then you blame that person for having a problem. Classic gaslighting. Classic Quincy. Classic cult-like behavior. Classic, this is how we run people out of town. This is how we make them feel unwelcome. This is how we strong-arm someone to get them out of the forest. When in fact, in the forest, if you go out to Camp Solomon, it's a beautiful park right now. Thank you. Thank you and you're welcome. God bless America. 700 hours of volunteered labor this spring and summer. You go out there and enjoy it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Officer White, I saw him at the coffee shop the other day. We actually had a good conversation. You're fucking welcome, Quincy. I created a park for you. And now, like here, for example, right here, it's all pined up, right? It's a little wet right now because it was frosty this morning, but this all is a matchbox. Camp Solomon, not a single pine needle within 30-yard circumference of the fire pit. Now, why would I do such a thing? Well, it's because I live by righteousness. I seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Pay no mind to the man behind the mirror, or whatever is that called. Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain. That's a Wizard of Oz. The man behind the curtain is Satan. It's his world. And he doesn't want us out there. He's pulling the string. He's doing his thing. He's in charge. He is the prince of the power of the air and the god of this age and all these things. This is his playground. It's the devil's playground. We're in the devil's playground. So technically, I'm in enemy territory. True story. I'm actually in enemy territory. There's a lot of pine rounds here. I should buy an axe and come up and look at that, just sitting here. Just freaking sitting here. I guess I can show this. What are these doing? Yeah, I'll show this. Pine round. Might be hard to split with a hand axe. But a maul and a diamond wedge, and that would be difficult. That would be difficult to split these. Not impossible, just difficult. That would be, that's a good chunk of labor. Do y'all remember a few weeks ago at the Labor of Love put on by Ross Morgan, where I split over a cord of firewood to donate to the community in 3 hours? By hand? Do you remember that? By the way, that's the thing with you people who are complaining about me and commenting on my shit saying, get a job, hippie. Cut your hair, get a job, you fucking lazy bleach bum. Fuck you. Fucking fuck you. Whoever is making those comments, all that, fuck you. I love you. If you're Natalie, I love you. I think it's Natalie. I don't think Becca has that big a mouth. Not yet. But Natalie, whew, this is a fire one. Fiery. Crazy bitch. Crazy mouthy little bitch. Love you, Natalie. Proud of you. How are the kids? How's the podcast? How's work? You're a massage therapist in Reno? Cool. So am I. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Natalie. God bless America. So, yeah. You don't remember that? You don't remember when I split a cord of firewood by hand? Outpacing 3 men in a splitter by myself. And Dane Lewis, the fucking local planning commissioner, was filming everything. I taught him how to split wood. You seem to not remember these. That's let's see, you got long memories and cold hearts. Or short memories and, I don't know, you're just weird. You're just weird. you're just weird. I'm not that weird. Like anywhere else I go, any environment I hop into, any live show that I come dance at, any open mic where I read my poetry, I get standing ovations. People love me. Give me $100 bills. That's happened many times where I just perform some poems and afterwards we have a chat with locals and they're like, that was fucking amazing. How did you do that? That was a journey. My poetry is awesome. And here's $100. I want to help you. How do I help you more? Well, you can give me another $100. Poets, priests, and politicians have words to thank for their positions. No one's jamming their transmission, right? You know what a preacher does? You know what a priest does? You know what a poet does? You know what a philosopher does? They philosophize. They teach. Man, this beer is strong. I'm a little tipsy already. Well, good thing I'm home. Good thing I'm back at the shack. Back at the shack, I'm going to have something to eat. I'm going to have a little snack. There's a dinner tonight at Springs of Hope Church, my old church at Quincy, when Tony Lang, the cult leader, and Terry Milan, the fucking asshole, manager at Safeway. I hate that guy. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm not pulling any punches here. I have no identities to protect. And I have no skeletons in my closet. This is my life. I lived right there for a long time. There was a lot of holes digging with my shit right there. Jail in 1999 and wandered up the hill and here I was for a long time. So, such is life. One of the goals today was to build a Lakota fire pit. I'm not going to bother right now. I'm actually, since my tools are in my car is gone. There's really no point in making my life too hard. I can use some propane. I can also just be cold. I'm not going to freeze. I'm not that stupid. I just wanted to present to you last night the context of, has it occurred to you that this is difficult? Has it occurred to you that you might end up in this situation? has it occurred to you? And it's really strange to me, just real quick, about how a lot of y'all, 880 homes were lost in the Dixie Fire in Greenville. So a lot of you were displaced in that fire, including my own daughter. I mean, it wasn't winter. It wasn't December. It wasn't 17 degrees at night, but you didn't have a place to go. How is that different than Plumas County stealing my car and leaving me without anywhere to go, any way to get there? Maybe put that in your pipe and smoke it. Think about it for a second. Think about it, really. I can feel the wheels turning. I can feel them. I can feel them. I feel them. Oh my gosh, I feel your... Oh, as this is a future prophecy. I feel it. Because I haven't posted this yet, obviously. I'm just recording it. When I post this and when you watch this, Natalie or Teresa, you're going to get the wheels turning to make sure I'm kicked out of this shack. Good luck. Good luck. Handshake, break, fair game. Here we go, fair game. It's all an act. Remember that scene in the second Matrix where the trio, where Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity go to meet the Merovingian, the French asshole, with the beautiful Italian wife, Monica Bellucci. By the way, Monica Bellucci may be the most beautiful woman alive, or was for a long time. And do you remember the scene? Do y'all? Am I preaching clear here? Where the Merovingian wants to kill him, and he's just going to eliminate them, whatever. But they need to find the keymaker, and da-da-da-da. So what happens? So fucking the wife goes into the room where they're being held by the two twins, the Rasta albino twins, the vampires. No, that was different. It was just two vampires. And shoots one of them, and tells the other to go run back to the boss to tell him what just happened. And she helps them escape. And when the Merovingian walks in, what have you done? Merde, he's speaking in French, cursing in French, all this shit. And he's like, what have you done? And she's like, she was mad because he was getting a blowjob in the bathroom. And she's like, what is that lipstick on you? Then he says, lipstick? I don't see no lipstick. It wasn't on your lips. Oh, it's only a game. It's only a game, mon chéri. It's only a game. And she says, so is this. Good luck. That's how I feel with you people. This is a game. This is an act. This is a scenario of a holographic reality that we're experiencing together. We're here together. At this time, we're here together. The intention of the school, this is a classroom. The whole point is to teach us to have compassion and to learn to help each other, how to help each other, how to make this better for everybody. And if you don't get that, like, you're missing the point. You're missing the boat. You can't be more wrong. So that's all. I'm enjoying this sunshine. I'm enjoying I got it down to about 3 or 4 ounces. I'm gonna finish this. Maybe take a nap. I don't know. I might just take a nap. I might just go to sleep for a minute, and I might just wander down the hill on my bicycle, blissed out, and go to a free dinner and go to church. Not a bad idea. Not the worst idea I've had this week. Part of it is my contrarian nature. You all keep telling me to get a job. I say, fuck you. I'm going to sit around and fucking... Yeah, I don't like you people. And there are layers to this. There are definitely layers to this. There's a lot of homeless who do sit around and just drink and say, fuck the world. And they hate you. They really, really hate you. I'm here to help, and I still hate you. So, think about that, you self-righteous fucking punk. Enough said. That's all I got to say. God bless America. Over and out.